Stop poking me!
Hello and welcome to a quick guide on how to install and play Warcraft Orcs and Humans. That's Warcraft 1 on Windows 10. So in order to play Warcraft Orcs and Humans, you need to download DOSBox, a DOS emulator, and the Warcraft Orcs and Humans zip file from abandonware.com. Both download links can be found in the video description below. Let's begin the installation process by going to the video description for this video and clicking on the link to the DOSBox download. This will pull up the DOSBox downloads page. Click on Windows, the Win32 installer. Shortly afterwards, you will be downloading the DOSBox installer exe. Click on Save File. Now go to your Downloads folder and double-click the DOSBox Win32 installer exe. Then install DOSBox to the drive and folder of your choice. Now that you've downloaded DOSBox, the emulator to run Warcraft Orcs and Humans, it's time to download Warcraft Orcs and Humans. Go back to the video description underneath this video and click on the link to the Warcraft Orcs and Humans download. This will pull up myabandonware.com's download link for Warcraft Orcs and Humans. Click on Download RIP version and Save File. Now go to your Downloads folder, locate the Warcraft Orcs and Humans zip, then extract the files to the drive and folder of your choice. Locate the folder you extracted the Warcraft Orcs and Humans zip to. Within this folder is an application file called war.exe. Drag war.exe on top of the DOSBox icon on your desktop background. Congratulations, you've installed and now are able to play Warcraft Orcs and Humans. Press Alt and Enter to go into full screen. Now your Warcraft adventure begins. Start with a single player game as Orc or Human. Depending on your preference, you get to play them both. I like to start off with Orc. And as the game starts, make sure you go to options first and set up your preferences. I like game speed on fastest, with the mouse scroll and the key scroll at slowest. Depending on the speed of your machine, key and mouse scroll will still be very fast. To slow this down to a more manageable pace, press left control and F11 multiple times to slow down the scroll speed, and press left control and F12 multiple times to speed up the scroll speed. To turn in-game sound on or off, press left control and S. To turn in-game music on or off, press left control and M. To quickly access the save game option, press F11 whilst in game. To quickly access the load game option, press F12 whilst in game. To help you get the most out of this game, press F1 to show the hotkeys. I'm going to go through each of these and show you how they work. To save the map position your camera is currently viewing, hold down Shift and press F2, F3 or F4. Now you can jump to those map positions simply by pressing F2, F3 or F4. To view the mini-map, simply press F5. F6 displays units you currently have, units you've lost and units you've killed. F7 displays your economy, how much gold and lumber you've harvested. F8 displays your score and mission objectives. For example, build 6 farms and 1 barracks to complete the mission. F10 displays your menu. Here you can save the game, load the game, access your options, restart the scenario, continue or quit. If you hold down left shift and press the key corresponding to the yellow letter, this will quick access any of these options. However, it is only accessible whilst in the menu. Press C to center the camera view on the selected unit. This is very useful for tracking the unit as it moves. Press G to show the building sizes. This is useful for planning buildings in the future. Now I'll show you how to interact with your units. So to select a unit, you need to hover over the unit with your mouse cursor, then click the left mouse button. Now you can issue commands to the selected unit. To select more units, hold left control and click the left mouse button whilst dragging the cursor over the units you wish to group. Bear in mind you can only group up to 4 units maximum. An alternative method to grouping units is to hold the left shift key whilst clicking the left mouse button on units you wish to group up. Again, you can only group up to 4 units maximum. To remove a unit from the group, simply hold down the left shift key and click on the left mouse button on the targeted unit you wish to remove from the group. Let's talk about commands. Commands are orders that you issue to a selected unit or building to accomplish a particular task, be it simply moving, attacking, harvesting gold or wood, or producing more units. Commands can be given by either clicking the left mouse button on the according icon for that command or by pressing the hotkey for that command. A hotkey is the key that corresponds with the yellow text for the icon description. For example, selecting a unit and pressing M, then clicking the left mouse button on the target location will move the unit. Hey guys, here we are in game. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then make sure to thumbs up the video and share it with others if you think they're going to get use out of this, because everyone needs a bit of Warcraft 1 in their lives. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the gameplay and show you a few things that you'll be doing and need to learn in regards to getting the most out of your gameplay from Warcraft 1. So here's a peon. This is your worker unit. The humans and the orcs both have these. They cannot attack, but they do have the options to move, stop, repair, harvest, and build buildings, be they basic or advanced. As I said earlier, in order to move, press M and left click on the target. If you wish to stop, then press S whilst moving. Now if you want to repair something, then press R and target the building. This is going to repair up the health of that building, which is very useful for when the humans or the orcs pillage your base. Now to get anywhere in this game, you're going to need to be able to mine gold and harvest wood. In order to mine gold, press H to harvest the gold and left click on the gold mine. Your unit will bring back the gold to the town hall. If you had a unit that stopped for whatever reason, then all you need to do, if they have resources to return, is to press T, return goods to town hall. Whilst gathering gold is useful, you'll also need to get wood. So harvest lumber by pressing H and left clicking on trees nearby. This will take roughly 17 seconds if you're playing on the fastest speed in order to get 100 lumber back to your base, which is your town hall. It shows up here when your unit has wood, and again, if you wish to return that wood, simply press T and you'll be able to return that wood. With golden wood you can create more buildings, but in order to place these buildings down, you will need a road nearby. So if I wish to build a farm, I need to place it near a road. If I place it outside of the road, it won't build. So make sure you build it by a road. In order to produce units, not only will you need golden wood, you'll also need a food supply. Food supply comes in the form of a farm. This allows you to build more units providing you have enough farms. To help protect your base from enemy invaders, you may wish to build a wall. However, you can only build a wall so close towards your buildings before it becomes inaccessible. Producing units is obviously key to victory in this game. However, the real skill is in the balance of getting the perfect mix of worker units and army units so that you can protect and build your strong economy. Worker units are produced from your town hall. You can only have one of these at a time. If it is destroyed, then you may rebuild it. Otherwise, you cannot build a town hall. Army units are typically built from the barracks and other buildings that you have access to as the game progresses. Buildings such as the mill, the blacksmith, and the kennel for the orc side are used for upgrading units in your army. Other advanced buildings such as the tower and the temple are used for producing spellcaster units such as the necrolite and the warlock. Here you can also upgrade abilities for your spellcasters. Like producing units, upgrading units costs a lot of gold, so make sure you save some for those vital upgrades to your units. Unlike your basic melee units, spellcasters use magic in order to be effective. This affects their attack, which drains their magic, as well as casting abilities such as summon spiders. Depending on how much magic you have will depend on how many summons you can get. And if you wish to get the demon, that's going to take all of your magic. But believe me, it's worth it. Now, I'll leave you with some tips and tricks to help you on your adventure to beating Warcraft 1 Orcs and Humans. When moving army units out to explore, it is a good habit to try and keep them as close as possible. The reason for this is when you move or attack move to a target location, your units will often fail to engage with enemy units unless directly ordered to do so. It's better to keep a close eye on your units as they move, then engage enemy units as you see them, by pressing A and clicking the left mouse button on the target you wish to attack, or by moving your units as close as possible to the target units. The computer will automatically target the lowest health unit in your army. Counter this by moving low hit point units just out of the enemy's reach, then bring them back in to help keep as many units alive as possible. The computer will prioritize attacking worker units so that you can use this to your advantage by aggroing enemy units with your workers whilst your army stands nearby ready to get some free hits in. In those worst case scenarios where your army is dead and there is an enemy unit running amok in your base, try to lure them to a less threatening position with a worker and then build a farm nearby to try and lose aggro. Hopefully they'll lose interest and start attacking the nearest thing. If this is your town hall, this will buy you some time to rebuild a response. If you issue a command to a worker which is then attacked by an enemy unit, the worker will no longer follow through with that command and go idle. It's difficult to command a worker under attack like this, as each enemy hit cancels further commands, likely resulting in your loss of control of the worker and its life. If you spam the command move for the worker under attack, there is a chance you can outrun or at the very least distract the attacking unit for a while longer. Be aware of how close you can approach an enemy unit before pulling aggro, and you'll be all the more prepared to make the most of these tricks. Hopefully this video has been useful to you, and now you're on your way to playing the game that started it all. Well, at least the Warcraft universe that you've come to know and love. Please make sure to thumbs up the video and tell me how it feels to play the original Warcraft in all of its glory. Share the video with others who may also wish to learn how to install and play Warcraft Orcs and Humans too. And make sure to subscribe for more Warcraft. Check out my Warcraft Orcs and Human playthrough. It's only 9 hours. I'm Witty, take care, I'll see you later.